Welcome to Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance, our guest Tom Brewer. He is a council member in Torrance, California, and exciting news in Torrance, a city, by the way, which I find to be quite charming. I spend time there as a result of soccer, and I enjoy it very much. And so some good news as it relates to athletes.
It is. We just broke ground on new athletic fields at 555 Maple. We have 6.2 acres that we're going to turn into a state-of-the-art facility for field sports.
But the key point about this story is how it came to be, because it's not as if you got some land and you're going to put in some turf. This was really an example of government working at its best.
Oh, it really
and
was.
Different layers of government coming together to find a solution that would benefit the residents of Torrance and the South Bay.
That's
so
true.
why don't you explain to us what happened in this instance?
Well, this property's been vacant. It's right by the courthouse on Maple Avenue.
Got it.
This property's been vacant for years. And the intent always was by the state of California and the county of Los Angeles court system to put a new court building there.
Because right now, as I understand it, that plot is owned jointly between the state of California and LA County.
That's right.
So, but through a variety of permutations the city learned that they were not going to put that courthouse. That was not going to happen.
Well, if you look at the economics of what's happening in the state and the county right now, you can almost see that that's not going to happen.
Right.
So we kind of knew that it would be hard for them to do that. And we approached them like, in the interim, can we use these fields?
Or turn them into fields.
Or turn them into fields,
Right.
yes. We intended to put down just turf, water it, and let kids play on it. As it became evident that we might be able to have a longer-term lease on that, we broadened the scope of what we wanted to do, and eventually we got a 5-year lease for $1 a year.
Nice. I like that price.
Oh, we do too.
I like that price, right?
Well, it's the taxpayers' money, so it's not
Right.
like we're taking anything away. It's something that the taxpayers can
And it
use.
was vacant.
That's
Nothing
right.
was happening.
That's right. And we have a 2-year extension. The idea is maybe in 7 years, the state and the county will have money to build a courthouse there.
Right.
In the meantime, our kids can enjoy it.
But what about the money you're putting into? If all of a sudden in 5 or 7 years they take it back, will that money have gone down the drain, or is there a shelf life?
No, there's a shelf life. What we wanted to do originally was put down natural turf, but when it became evident that it would cost a lot of money to do that,
really?
we decided that let's take a look at artificial turf. And
It's not expensive? I thought.
It's expensive, but when you consider the maintenance on natural turf,
I understand.
watering it, conditioning it, you can't use it when it rains, as you well know.
Right, yes. We were recently rained out at a Torrance soccer tournament. I'm still sad about that.
Yeah.
But be that as it may.
So we realized that if we put down artificial turf, it doesn't need to be taken out of use. If it's raining, we can still play on it. So it became evident that it was better to put down artificial turf, which has a life of about 7 years.
So that works out well.
So it works
the
out
life
well.
of the lease.
And then we're going to look at naming rights for the facility itself, and naming rights for the fields in the facility. So we figure that with all that, we could probably break even for the 7-year duration. And
so have you broken ground?
we broke ground last month.
Okay, so end of 2013. And so when do you expect, can this move quickly if it's just turf?
Oh, it's just turf. So we expect to be ready by February or March, because come July of next year, AYSO is going to be having their national tournament in Torrance.
This is huge news. Tell us about this.
Well, this is great because teams from all over the country are going to come to Torrance and play their annual tournament. We expect to have that field in use. Columbia Park, some of the high schools as well. So it's a big deal not only for the fields but also for the businesses and the hotels. We figure that with all the people coming, it's going to take more than the hotel space we have in Torrance.
Wow.
So it's going to benefit all the South Bay too.
Very exciting. Catalytic, no doubt. His name is Tom Brewer. He is a member of the City Council in the beautiful city of Torrance, California. My name is Brad Pomerance. I want to thank you so much for watching us on Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.